And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer.
Howdy folks, I'm Darren, and welcome to Cross Timbers Farm here on the 8th Day Chronicles channel. Glad to have you with us on this beautiful late summer day. It's cooled off some. We've had a cold front come through. If you want to call it a cold front, our temperatures just went from 90 down to about 72. Wonderful. We're anticipating cutting hay in about 2 days. Been watching the weather forecast very closely, and we've got a window of about 5 days coming up. Chance of some rain today, chance of some rain tomorrow. Today is Saturday. Monday, the weather forecast clears up and it's supposed to be pretty clear with very minimal chances of rain all the way through the following Sunday. So that's going to give us a 5 to 6 day window, and we're going to attempt to cut our main hay field. We're going to cut around the foxtail infestations, salvage all the good hay off that we can. Then we're going to cut our test plot as well. Our west field is not far from being able to be cut. It's looking really good. The foxtail in that west field is minimal, so we're going to be able to get some good cut off of that. But we got a few things to do to get ready, and nothing major. We have to prepare a drum mower, and we took the blades off of our drum mower at first cut this year. Took them off and sharpened them. And our blades on our drum mower, they last so long. We have really clean fields. Very few rocks we ever hit with our blades, if any, almost. And no limbs, just trash in the field like rocks and things that would dull your blades. They just get dull from cutting hay grasses. And a set of blades will last us a long time because our fields are so clean. And but we have not given those blades a sharpening since first cut, and we've cut several times with them. So today, while I've got a little bit of time, I'm going to take the blades off of our drum mower and take them to the shop and put them in a vise and give them a quick hand filing to get them good and sharp for this, probably the last cut of the year, except for the west field. We'll cut it a little bit later. But this will probably be the last cut off our test plot and the main hay field for the year. So we're going to give these blades a touch up. But first, I'm walking out here to the barn. And if you watched our video where Kyle from Carver Equipment came by and visited the farm and brought some equipment, we unloaded that equipment off his flatbed truck with my tractor. And it was almost a disaster. Really, really close to damaging some stuff and being dangerous. My loader on my Kubota tractor, and my tractor is a Kubota L3200. It's a compact tractor. The tractor's not that big, it's not that heavy, and weight of a tractor is everything when it comes to lifting. Well, maybe I shouldn't say everything. Your loader capacity has a lot to do with it. But the weight of that tractor, being able to pick something up and keep the tires on the ground, that tractor weighs more, is crucial. And our little tractor's not that big, so it's not super heavy. It's a good size compact tractor for what we do. But man, you got to be careful when it comes time to start lifting stuff. And I've pushed the limits of that loader several times, and I shouldn't have. But we were unloading a heavy piece of equipment off Kyle's flatbed truck, way up in the air, and it was almost a disaster. We came about that close to rolling my tractor over, flipping it over off a bank with a 1,100 pound piece of equipment hanging 8 foot in the air off the end of that loader. It was dangerous. I should have known better. But you try to make do with what you got. And our loader capacity, if I got anything bad to say about a Kubota tractor, it is loader capacities. Loader capacities on a Kubota is the one negative I can say about a Kubota tractor. That little tractor is fantastic in every way, shape, and form except for loader capacity. The loader capacity on that tractor, and I'd have to go back and look at some stats, but off the top of my head, loader capacity is like, and they rate these loader capacities at the pin, and that's where like your quick connect, where you'd hook the bucket or hook the pallet forks or something like that to it. Right at those pins, and that's, if you go out from those pins, it starts dropping dramatically. But if I'm not mistaken, the loader on my little 3200 is at the pin is like, according to Kubota manual, like 1,400 pounds, something like that, right at the pin, and that's on the ground. That's lifting it like that far. And if you go out from that, 2 foot, I believe it says the loader capacity then is like 880 pounds or something like that. It's weak. And I can't tell you how many times I've had that tractor trying to pull a log with it or lift something with it with a loader, and my back tires come a foot up off the ground, both of them or one of them, to tip into one side or whatever. It's dangerous, and don't do that. Know your loader's capacities and stick with that limit or below just to be safe. But the loader on my little tractor's weak, and that's the one fault I have with Kubota loaders and Kubota tractors is the lift capacity. Now the lift capacity on my 3-point arms is excellent. It does really well, but the loader, not so. So I've done something to try to remedy that problem, and I do have ballast in my rear tires, and that helps, don't get me wrong. But for a long time I've thought I need to do something, and I'll show you what I've got. You see what I've got in my wheelbarrow? A ballast box. All right, we've assembled it. I assembled this thing the other day, and I ordered this ballast box off Amazon. It's one of the cheaper ballast boxes you can find, and it is what it is. It's designed to just hold weight, and I am going to be filling it with concrete. We're hoping to put about between 600 and 800 pounds worth of concrete in it. And you see it's 3-point mounted, and it's got tool holders there. You can put a handle of a rake or a shovel or something down in it. But we're going to be filling it with concrete for additional weight on our tractor, and to help offset. If your tractor's like this and you got a heavy load on the front, the load on the back will help balance it. And I've used my drum mower in the past some to try to balance weight, and that thing's just too cumbersome. It sticks out so far if you're in tight quarters. So we've bought a ballast box. I still got to buy concrete to fill it with, and hopefully that'll be in a day or two. Maybe after we're done cutting hay, because we do have hay coming up in the next day or two. But after that, I'm going to be filling this ballast box full of concrete to put on our little tractor to help balance when we're hauling heavy loads on the loader. To have such a good little tractor that has such a weak loader should be a no-no. But other than that, that is one dandy little machine. Love our little Kubota tractor other than the lift capacities. But it is what it is. All right, for today, we're going to be sharpening drum mower blades. And these blades are easy to take on and off and to sharpen. And if you've never done this with your drum mower and sharpened your blades, or changed your blades, maybe this will help you. It's very easy to do. The drum mower comes with a little tool to help you take those blades off, or knives, whichever you want to call them. And it's pretty simple to do. It's very simple to change or take the blades off. So let's get started. Let's get the blades off this thing. Take them to the shop. We're just going to sharpen them with a mill bastard file to put an edge on them for this last cutting of the year, or next to last cutting of the year, because we are still going to be cutting the west field a little bit later. The drum mower comes with a little blade changing tool, and I just keep mine bolted to the drum mower. That way I always know where it's at. I'm just going to take it off and leave the bolt and everything just laying right here. It really helps if you can just take like a strap, run across to hold your skirt up. That way you're not fighting with that skirt while you're in there trying to change those blades. All 6 of them are off. Pretty simple. These were on the rear drum. These were on the front drum. We're going to switch them when we bring them back. That way you get a fresh edge. All right, our blades are sharp. Let's go put them back on the drum mower. We're heading back out to the drum mower. Put them back on. Can you believe I've used the same set of blades? This is the third year? Second year. Yes, second year. This will be 2 full seasons out of a set of blades, and they still look good. All right, let's get them back on. Okay, to put these blades back on, you just do exactly the opposite. It's really all there are to it. Take your blade, get your blade tool hooked under your bracket. That one's on. just give them a little pull. Just give them a little pull to make sure they're on the stud. Okay, on to the back one. We're done. We're just going to attach our tool back to the drum mower. And I know you're thinking, wow, is it really that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. That's one reason I like a drum mower so much. One reason. Although I will be the first person to admit there's nothing, in my opinion, cuts hay prettier. I'm not talking about more efficient, but I'm just talking about prettier than a sickle bar mower. Man, those new modern sickle bars with the double acting blades, especially those in Rossi's that Farm Max sells, goodness gracious, those things, I've watched tons and tons of videos of those things in action, and good grief, do those things cut pretty. But this thing is efficient. It cuts really good, really, really good as anything out there, at a lot lower price point and easy to maintain. And our blades are sharp, everything looks good. We're going to take our strap back off and put our tool back on, and we're done. Drum mower knives or blades, whichever you want to call them, are sharp, ready for our next cut. This will be the last cut of the year off our main hay field. Then we're going to have to do some bush hogging, and we're going to cut our test plot probably for the last time. Our very last cut of the year will be our west field, and that'll probably happen in about another 3 weeks. So we should be good as far as our blades being sharp. The drum mower is all set up. While I was out here, I checked the gear oil in the gearbox, checked the tightening on our drive belts. Everything looks good. I got to run to the store, hardware store, and buy some ready mix concrete to put in our ballast box. Boy, I'm telling you, we about had a disaster unloading that right there, that Farm Max twine wrap baler, when Kyle Smith from Carver Equipment brought it up here for me to try out. And as I talked about earlier, my loader capacity, that baler exceeds my loader capacity for picking it up very high. I can pick it up, you know, just a little ways off the ground, but when you're talking raising your loader way up in the air to reach over the top of it to grab a chain to pick up, it well exceeded the capabilities of our tractor. Especially the loader would move it when it was picked up, it would pick it on up, but the tractor wasn't heavy enough. The tractor, just the weight of that baler on the end, hanging off the end of that loader, was just pushing that tractor around like a rag doll. And we're going to have to come up with something different to be able to load and unload these balers off trailers. So far I've been able here on our farm just to run around on the road with it, pull it wherever I needed to go, because I'm not going far. But if I'm going to go far distances with it, I'm going to have to come up with a better way to load it. And I've got some plans in mind. Thanks for being with us today here on the farm as we getting things ready. Getting drum mowers, and the other day we rerouted a new bale of twine onto our baler, and we're about ready to start cutting hay. Good Lord's will and the creek don't rise, we'll be cutting Monday. Thanks for being with us. I really appreciate it, and I pray God blesses you and your family, and I pray y'all have a fantastic day.